Hello, if you're watching this video, then I'm guessing that you are the parent of a child that is struggling with school anxiety. Perhaps right now you're struggling to get them to school, or they're refusing to go to school altogether. Perhaps they're telling you that they've got tummy aches or headaches and they're trying to stay home sick. I would imagine you've already tried everything and it's starting to impact on your relationships, your home life, your work life, and maybe even your sleep. Imagine instead if your child was happy to go to school, was happy to be around other people and in an environment where they could learn. How would that have an impact on your quality of life, your home life, your relationships with other people? Well, if this is where you are right now, and this is where you want to be, perhaps you need a new strategy to get you there. So I'd like to talk to you about what is school anxiety. Well, it's the fear of going to school. It could be caused by many reasons. It could be connected to social anxiety, where your child may not like being around other people. It could be connected to some bullying that's taken place. Maybe they feel intimidated at school and they're not quite feeling safe and secure in the playground. Perhaps there's friendship struggles or relationship issues. They might be struggling on the academic side and feeling that they're not good enough or not worthy enough, and they're seeing their friends get better results than they are, and that's putting extra pressure on them. Well, I'm going to give you 3 top tips of how you can help your child through this. But before I do that, you might be wondering who I am and why am I qualified to tell you this. Well, my name is Jennifer Roblin and I'm an anxiety coach. I have worked with hundreds and hundreds of children and adults to help them overcome their anxiety. So my first tip, acknowledge how they're feeling. Talk to them about their feelings and understand that we're not trying to get rid of anxiety. We can't. It's a safety coping mechanism that's been around since the day dot. It's not there to be got rid of. It's our relationship with anxiety that we need to change. We need to manage how we feel about the things that happen to us and how we can move forward through the anxiety to get to a resolution. Now, every time we push ourselves past a situation and prove that we're capable of something, it gives us that little bit more confidence and courage that will help us. So acknowledge that your child is anxious, but encourage them to take the steps that they need to take. Agreeing for them not to go to school is not going to be a helpful solution in the long term, because your child has just learned how to cope. They have a coping mechanism of avoiding something that worries them. Instead, to get to the bottom of their feelings, what exactly is it that they're worried about? By understanding what that feeling is, you can start addressing it. And it may even be that your child's not clear themselves right now. So it's important to open up conversations and talk about feeling words and strategies, how you can overcome them. So number 3, what are the strategies that you can use? Well, maybe they can start going back short term and we increase the time over a long distance, or it's important to discuss with your child so that they feel involved in the decision making. If it's a friendship group, would it be helpful to talk to the school? Is it possible for them to move classrooms or understand what it is that's causing the problem? Is it one particular child? Is it all friends? What will they need to feel better about that situation? Perhaps the school could match them up with another buddy, or give them someone that they can go to whenever they're feeling the need to talk about things. And tip number 3, when they come home from school, just try and spend a little bit of time together, again discussing their day. Rate their feelings on an intensity scale of 1 to 10. because it's quite often the case with anxiety that the fear of doing something outweighs the actual act itself. It's that anticipatory fear that gets them up at night, not sleeping, worrying, anxious. It's the build-up of something that is often far worse than the event itself. So if there's something they're particularly anxious about, understand the intensity of their feeling before that situation happened, and ask them to rate it again after the event and see how those two numbers differ, because that will start to give your child the confidence in themselves that that feeling that they have before going to school is not the same as the feeling they have when they're actually at school. So if you found this helpful, then please like, share, comment below, and please, I look forward to seeing you again on one of my other videos. Thank you. Bye.